Welcome to Grief and Brief by Henry Ford SandCastles. This is Peggy, and today we're going to talk about volunteerism. What does it take to be a SandCastles volunteer? To start, we love our volunteers at SandCastles. This program would not exist without them. It is truly a team effort as we together create a safe space for grieving children to heal. Elizabeth Andrews said, volunteers do not necessarily have the time. They just have the heart. This is so true. Everyone is so busy these days. Yet when you have the heart to help another and know the impact, you find the time. St. Castle's volunteers truly understand the impact they make, an impact that changes the life trajectory of grieving kids. We know this not only because we've seen it, but also because it's being revealed through our alumni youth participants who were in St. Castle's years ago after they had experienced the death of a loved one. And now they're coming back to volunteer as young adults. The thing I hear from them is that the impact the volunteers had on them and creating that safe space where they could talk about their grief, they could learn their coping skills, and they could heal on that grief journey. It had such a huge impact on their life. And now they're coming back to help other kids in the same way that they got help. So we know it works, and it is literally making the world a better place for so many kids. You don't have to have experienced a death before or have a particular degree or license to support grieving children. Our volunteers come from a wide range of backgrounds, and the thing that they do have is compassion. Our volunteer training will prepare you fully for facilitating a grief group. Plus, you'll be supported by your co-facilitators and your program staff. A night at Sandcastles or even a day at camp can be as full of joy, laughter, fun, as it is with those tender feelings of grief, sadness, and worry and loss. And I think that's mainly because kids are together with peers who get it and allow them to be who they are in their grief and in their healing. And we honor and celebrate it all. At St. Castles, we believe grief is a natural reaction to death. So if you love and you lose, you will grieve. We also believe that we have within ourselves the ability to heal given the time, space, and tools. Our culture doesn't always allow for that. People have a hard time talking about it, or they want to rush someone's healing. And you hear it in statements like, aren't you over it by now? Or even people who just avoid other people or avoid talking about it altogether can be very hurtful. At Sandcastles, we know that having a safe and caring place for peers to come together, people experiencing the same thing, it's truly the best practice for the healing journey. So clearly, volunteering as a facilitator at program or camp is an amazing experience. There's also a lot of other amazing volunteers that we have in our program. So if facilitating isn't for you, maybe being a program aide, somebody who hosts our dinners at program sites, or a helper who comes to camp. They really make all the behind the scenes of camp work. We have a volunteer fundraising committee that puts on events throughout our community to help us raise funds to keep the doors open. We also have volunteers who do like supply making. We ask for blankets to be made for the kids at camp. So they do blanket making parties or rock painting events that we use within our labyrinth. Lots of different ideas and experiences that can be had. So if you have a heart for grieving children and want to share your time and talent, please give us a call and reach out. We would love to have you join us. And thank you to all of our volunteers, past and present, who have made Sandcastles what it is today. You are deeply appreciated.